Here's a quick test you can try in your own living room. Stand up, lift one foot off the floor, and start counting. If you can hold that for more than 20 seconds without grabbing anything, and you're somewhere between 75 and 85, you are doing something that most people your age genuinely cannot do anymore. And that one little balance test is just the first of 6 things I want to walk you through today, because each one of them has been quietly linked, in study after study, to how long and how well people live. But the one that surprises folks the most, the ability that researchers keep coming back to, comes near the end of my list, so stay with me, because it's probably not the one you'd guess. I'm your host here at Health After 60, and I want to say right up front, I'm not a doctor, I'm a health educator. My job is to read the research, sit with it, and then explain it to you the way I'd explain it to my own father across the kitchen table. So nothing today is a diagnosis, and nothing here is a reason to change anything you're doing with your medications or your routine on your own. Think of this as a friendly checklist, 6 markers of what scientists sometimes call exceptional aging. Some of you are going to check every single box, and honestly, you should feel proud, because you are rarer than you think. Let's start with number 1, balance on one leg. That little test I gave you at the top isn't a party trick. Researchers have studied one-legged standing time in older adults, and what they've found is striking. The ability to balance on one leg for around 10 seconds or more has been linked in published research with lower mortality risk over the following years. Now, why would standing on one foot matter so much? Because balance isn't just your feet. It's your inner ear, your eyesight, your muscle strength, your nervous system, and your brain's ability to make tiny corrections faster than you can think about them, all working together in real time. When that whole system is sharp, it tends to mean a lot of other systems are sharp too. And the practical payoff is enormous, because falls are one of the biggest threats to independence after 75. The good news is balance responds to practice at any age. Many seniors keep it sharp by standing on one leg while they brush their teeth, one foot for the top teeth, switch for the bottom, always with a countertop right there to catch yourself. You're not trying to impress anyone. You're just reminding your body every single day that it still knows how to do this. Number 2, rising from the floor without using your hands. This one's humbling, and I'll be honest, the first time I tried it, I needed a hand on the coffee table. Researchers have looked at what's sometimes called a sit-to-stand or floor-rising test, the ability to lower yourself down to a seated position on the floor and then get back up using as little support as possible. Studies have associated a better score on that kind of test with better survival odds in older adults. And it makes sense when you think about what it actually requires: leg strength, hip and ankle flexibility, core stability, and balance, all bundled into one movement. That same combination is exactly what you need to climb stairs, get out of a low chair, step into a bathtub, or get up off the ground if you ever do take a tumble. You don't have to throw yourself down onto a hard floor to train this. Many people simply practice standing up from a sturdy chair without pushing off with their arms. Sit, stand, 10 times, hands folded across the chest. That single exercise builds the exact muscles this marker is measuring. Number 3, grip strength. This is the one that surprises people because it seems like it should only matter for opening pickle jars. But grip strength is one of the most studied and most reliable markers in all of aging research. Your hand strength turns out to be a kind of window into your whole body muscle health, and studies have repeatedly linked stronger grip with lower risk of death from all causes, and even with sharper thinking later in life. When your grip is weakening faster than it should, it can be an early signal that you're losing muscle throughout your body, a condition researchers call sarcopenia, the slow erosion of muscle that quietly steals strength after 60. The encouraging part is that muscle, even in your 80s, still answers when you call on it. People keep their grip strong by squeezing a soft rubber ball, carrying their own grocery bags instead of using the cart to the car, or simply holding on to a resistance they have to work against. Strong hands are very often a sign of a strong life. Before I go on to the cognitive markers, and this is where it gets really interesting, let me just mention this. If you find these breakdowns helpful and you want the simple one-page checklist I put together for all 6 of these markers, I left a link for you down in the description. It's free. It's just a friendly summary you can print out and keep on the fridge. No pressure at all. It's just there if you want it. All right, number 4, memory recall, and specifically how quickly you can pull up a word or a name. Now, I want to be careful and gentle here because almost everybody over 70 occasionally walks into a room and forgets why. That is normal aging, and it is not the same thing as a disease. What researchers pay attention to is something a little different: the ability to learn a short list of words and recall them a few minutes later, or to retrieve names and details without that long, frustrating blank. Studies on memory have found that stronger delayed recall in older adults is associated with healthier brain aging over time. The brain, like muscle, follows that old rule: use it or lose it. And the people who keep their recall sharp tend to be the ones who keep challenging it, learning a new card game, memorizing a grocery list instead of writing it down, reading a book, and then telling someone what happened in it. One thing worth knowing, and worth a conversation with your pharmacist: certain common medications, including some sleep aids, some older allergy pills, and certain bladder medications, have been linked in research to foggier thinking in older adults. I am not telling you to stop anything. Please never stop a medication on your own. But it is absolutely fair to ask your doctor or pharmacist, could anything on my list be clouding my memory, and is there an alternative worth considering? Number 5, walking pace. Researchers sometimes call gait speed the 6th vital sign, right alongside blood pressure and heart rate, and for good reason. How fast you naturally walk has been linked, across many large studies, with how long people live. A brisk, steady, confident walking pace reflects an enormous amount about you all at once: your heart, your lungs, your muscles, your joints, your balance, and your brain coordinating every step. When walking slows down without a clear reason, researchers treat it as a signal worth paying attention to. And here's the hopeful flip side: walking is the one marker on this list you can train simply by doing more of the thing itself. People who keep their pace up tend to walk most days, and many of them add little bursts. Walk at your normal pace to one mailbox, pick it up to a brisk pace to the next, then ease off. That gentle back and forth, what some call interval walking, has been studied for its benefits to fitness in older adults. You're not training for a race. You're just reminding your body what brisk feels like so it doesn't forget. And now we come to number 6, the one I told you would surprise you and the one a lot of people get wrong. It isn't physical at all. It's social drive, the desire to stay connected, to reach out, to be around other people. We tend to treat loneliness as a feeling, something soft and emotional. But researchers have found that social isolation in older adults is linked with real, measurable effects on health, on the heart, on the immune system, and on the brain, with some studies comparing the health impact of chronic loneliness to that of well-known physical risk factors. The people who age exceptionally are, over and over again, the people who stay engaged. They call their friends. They volunteer. They sit on the porch and talk to the neighbor. They keep a reason to get dressed in the morning. That pull toward connection isn't a personality quirk. It may be one of the most protective things you do for your body without even realizing it. So if you still feel that drive to pick up the phone, to host the family, to join the group, that is not a small thing. That is a sign of a brain and a spirit that are still very much alive. So there are your 6: balance on one leg, rising from the floor, grip strength, sharp recall, a brisk walking pace, and the social drive to stay connected. If you checked most of those boxes, truly, you are in remarkable company for your age, and I hope you take a quiet moment to be proud of that. And if a couple of them gave you trouble, please don't hear that as bad news. Hear it as useful news. Every single one of these can be nudged in the right direction with small, steady daily habits, no matter how many candles were on your last birthday cake. The body and the brain stay responsive far longer than most people give them credit for. Let me leave you with the most important reminder of all, and this is the part I really don't want you to skip. None of these 6 markers is a substitute for the things that quietly run in the background of your health: your blood pressure, your blood sugar, your kidney function, and the medications that help manage them. You can have wonderful balance and still have blood pressure that needs attention. So please keep those regular checkups, take your medications exactly as prescribed, and never start or stop anything on your own. Bring your questions to your doctor or your pharmacist, who know your history. They are your teammates in this. If today's checklist was helpful to you, the simple printable version of all 6 markers is waiting in the description whenever you'd like it. Keep it on the fridge and check yourself against it now and then. That's the only place I'll point you, and it's there for free. Thank you for spending part of your day with me. Remember, everything I've shared today is general education, not medical advice, and it isn't meant to diagnose or treat anything. Your own doctor and pharmacist always have the final word for your situation. But I hope you walk away today standing a little taller, maybe trying that one-legged test by the kitchen counter, and feeling proud of just how much your body and mind still know how to do. Take good care of yourself, stay curious, stay connected, and I'll see you in the next one.